HaWaTah. Man, we just digging on it, man. Getting real, we just getting real powwow right about now. Fall
will
back,
ensure
man.
that our government never opens the door
Shabbat
to the use of
Shalom.
cloning for human reproduction. It is dangerous, profoundly wrong, and has no place in our society or any society.
Shabbat Shalom.
This order is an important step in advancing.
But when everything comes out, it's going to blow the lid off of everything. Because this is the biggest damn story in human history. And it's simply this: you're not alone, and you have never been alone.
Oh, wow.
Ha. Show your belly button if you ain't a clone. Show your belly button if you ain't a clone. Show your belly button if you ain't a clone. If you a surrogate, you homegrown. Why you still got the damn panties on? Why you still on your damn camera phone? Bobby Ray bands on, gangs gone. Walking in with the damn Daniels on. Haters on my dick, no I ain't alone. Airport sell too much damn cologne. Stank niggas wear too much damn cologne. Tax so loud, smell it through the phone. Wow, when you gon' write a book for shit's sake? But niggas don't read, so I keep making mixtapes. I keep making mixtapes. Everyone I meet shop, I beat her a mixtape. See they plan to enslave and make $1 billion just off inmates. Clone meat, your intake. Chicken look like it do nothing but lift weights. And you just fix the big plate. Kids looking grown, my 5th grade. Other dad saw a baby in a stroller. Little nigga had a goatee in the tip fade. 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 If chemtrails are clouds when I pee is lemonade. Over and out. Air Force flying over my house. Helicopter flying over the crib. We get it, you know where I live. No fucks, you know what I give. No chill, fuck Neil is a shield. Cornrows, my Achilles heel. Get harder than Valerian steel. Get harder than searching still. I give it to her, she like Hercules real. With the guitar, my modern day seal. Mind racing, but I'm perfectly still, yeah. Verbally kill, I hurt you for real. I'm from the city where the goons often lurk in the field. And if the cops don't key it, then the murderers will. Can't iron these stripes, gotta earn it for real. How you assertion was real, but all the preachers that you worship be perverted for real. And this will never play on syndicated radio, cause that's just the way it goes. Yeah, and my bloodline, Cherokee in my bloodline, yeah. G-Bows in my bloodline, yeah. These shows in my bloodline, yeah. In my bloodline, in my bloodline, in my bloodline. You wanna cross me out like a plus sign, What's behind the supernatural? Is it actual? I blow your mind like explosives in a cantaloupe. I stick it down a mic in your cantaloupe. Astro project, I astro catapult. What the fuck you laughing for? Chain hang from a clavicle. You an ensign, I'm an admiral. Eat you like an enzyme or a cannibal. Like I'm holding a lecture with Hannibal, even tied up in a stretcher and I'm a professor. Man, I roll up the letters, get stoned up Rosetta, 2 pages trying to hold it together. You been the motor of the letter. You slow enough to trigger motion detector. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You can lead someone to knowledge, but you can't make them think. Man, yeah, and my bloodline, Cherokee in my bloodline, yeah. G-Bows in my bloodline, yeah. These shows in my bloodline, yeah. In my bloodline, in my bloodline, yeah. In my bloodline. You wanna cross me out like a plus sign,
Powwow. 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 Powwow, man. Powwow. No hijacks allowed, baby. Drop Nation. Shabbat Shalom. Peace to the real ones. Love to the tribe. We talk our own talk. We walk our own walk. We're walking through a doorway. Holla if you hear me. Who's coming with me? Who's walking through this frequency with me, man? Come on. Who's walking through this frequency with us? Drop Nation. Who's walking through the doorway, man? Yeah, I told you, there's no guarantees if it's a part 3 or part 4. Love again to the Sister Ty battle for the spark that the sister is. And the whole battle family. What the Most High can do when he has a whole family that hears the sound. We're talking Ty battle, no hijacks allowed, man. Keep on flowing with us, man. So we're here, a lot's going on, a lot of tumultuous things, man. Love to the family going through it. Ahab, 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 ahab to all the family across the plain that's going through it. To all the people going through it. Everywhere you're going through it, man. Rest in power to all the, people and the families that are affected that have lost their lives, man. A hive to your families. And we know it's real. So, you know, we come in the redemption frequency because we know that we're eternal. So, you know what I'm saying? We're not stuck in the illusion of this, you know, YOLO, you only live once scenario. But we got to keep connected, man. Again, man, we just talking the vibe suites, and you can dig on all these vibe suites, man, and, you know, find one that you like, something that vibes with you. Keep on rocking it and flowing away. Yeah, just right quick, man. You know, we're back in the home of Drop Nation. Everyone that subscribed to the site. Matter of fact, man, let me shout out all the subscribers, man. Let's get that pure water flowing, like we, you know, do around this time. Let's get that pure water flowing. We're talking the waters of Judah. Love to all the new subscribers, man. Let's get it right. Let's get it real right. If you just subscribed on the site, man, you went over here, you logged in or registered here. You can do it either way by registering or going right into Drop Nation right here. The difference is that this is what you need to do to leave comments and all that. So this is all about the website. This is just our general sign up, you know what I'm saying? So you can do both or one or the other is fine. It's all free. And let's give some love, man, to John Walker, man, Sheena Levine, Mama Chapman, Dawn Zindon, Cara Jade, our sister Cara Jade, man, been surfing the wave for a long time. Love to the sister who's so thorough, so pure. Amir Yisrael. We got McDougie, Gerald. We got Quo Vadis, Pitchford. We got Mark Slaughter. Man, these are all the, you know, all the fans that just connected, man, literally in the last couple of days. Let's get a few more, man. I know a lot of times we go full forward. We don't really take a lot of time just to say thank you and HaWaTah for the effort. Because if you, after you subscribe here, you'll have the password. The password's going to change actually in a few days. So hurry up, make sure you subscribe, man. So you got the password when everything changes, so you can make sure you still have the drop on the library. So let's get it, man. Antoinette Bartella, Katrina Evans, Jason Hill, Krista Williams. Oh, man. Where we at? All right, there we go. Katrina Evans, Jason Hill, Krista Williams. Got Ralph Reg, Yetzirah, Dole Cormo, Cordell Chapman. All right, man. And on and on, man. Yohanatan Israel. All right. Love to Yohanatan Hebrew Prince dropping that drop at all times. Levon Phelps, Kethrick Penny, Jamil Shamsit Dean, Morris Bay. Let me get one more. Levette Pardue, man. Love to all the family that's been signing up right at the drop. I got literally 511 folks, you know what I'm saying, good family subscribed over here. So to me, YouTube is YouTube, man. You know, I don't control it. We don't control it. We don't know what's going on. But over here, love to the sister Ty, man. This is Ty Battle Drop Poetry, man. You need to dig on it or get left on. Alright? She's all cozy with her hoodie. You can grab all your gear here, man. You can just click on this no hijack. You know, just click where you see it and all the options pop up. You can get the no hijack shirts. If they can't tell us who we are, how could they tell us who we're not? Slogan. Or just the hashtag Drop Nation. You get the drop hoodies, gray or black, drop hat or mugs. You know, you can do all that right there, man. Love to the sister Ty for always keeping it trill, the battle family, man. True, real ones. You know what I mean? But when you, you know, connect with us here, this is, you know what I'm saying, where it all goes down. So, you know, that's the real wave surfers, man. So love to y'all. We just digging on it, man. We just getting it real. And I gotta give my love to everyone who is supporting Drop Nation. Again, you can click on the YouTube, man. Support Drop Nation. It takes you right here. You know what I'm saying? Show that love, show that aha. No hijacks allowed. We got J Stu's Baby Fund popping. Man, y'all been really showing up for this in a real way, man. Already, we just put it up. It feels like a few days ago, man, or so. We already have raised $660 to the Stewart family, man. So if you've been supporting this for the Stewart family, Chameleon J, love to Priscilla Jones and Ty Battle, man. Like I told you, our sister Larissa. Like I told you, man. Shout out to our sister Larissa. You know what I'm saying? You dropping an anonymous love to you, a hob to you, Larissa's, Tiana. I mean, these sisters are single-handedly. This family, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We might not have a lot. We might not have a lot, but we have enough. We might not have a lot, but we have enough. And the Stewart family got their first, you know what I'm saying, first child coming soon. So support them. Again, it's right here, you know what I'm saying. After you click Support Drop Nation, it takes you into all of our support, man. You can support the J Stu Fund. You can support the family, man, Jerusalem, and Teach Me to Be Priestly. You know what I'm saying? Right here, they got their Laban. They got the Lebanon Land Purchase Fund. So, you know how beautiful it is to feel and see the ripple effect of just purchasing land, like to have the consciousness, to have the wave that's what we're on right now, is purchasing land. So if you got a land fund, we'll put it up here to help you raise land. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a lot, but we have, enough. We got enough, man. So we'll do what we can, man. We do our part, man, to make sure that people know that you got a land fund. That's the Lebanon Land Purchase Fund. Teach Me to Be Priestly, Jerusalem and the family. This is our, our tribal emergency fund. You've been supporting this for a long time, man, and we've been building. We always keep it super thorough and pure water and clear as to what exactly is going on with this and our emergency fund. So we started this, man, when J Stu and his family say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying, we're going to connect. You know what I'm saying, we're going to our trees. You know what I'm saying, we're going to awaken and return and make an exodus from the concrete prisons to once again vibrate with our creator, HaWaTah, and our sacred trees. So we started this fund to offer emergency support to J Stu and our tribe seeking assistance during our trials and transitions on the road. HaWaTah, i.e. travel, example travel, food, essential survival requirements. Join us, support us. We are Drop Nation, HaWaTah. Stay up, suit up, and choose up, man. And you've been supporting this and choosing up. And Priscilla, I mean, you see the same people. You see the same people. And for that, we have a community. Because for that, you know what I'm saying, we'll take that, man. I'll take that. I don't care what YouTube says, and I don't care about no subscribers or followers or nothing. None of that bullshit, man. I care about a tribe. And what these sisters and what our brothers are doing, man, is tribal. We can do it with 10, we can do it with 20, we can do it with 50, but it's tribal. And because of you, because of J Stu, HaWaTah Stu, we knew we had to piece up. We knew we had to go in our pockets. We knew we had to pull it out. We knew we had to buy land, and we did it. We got our land deeds, and now we're building it with our family. And soon we'll have a fund just to help us build it, fix our roads, certain things we want to get. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to do that, man. So love to Tiana, Priscilla Jones, Larissa Freeman, Sheila Johnson, Tiana Battle, See Now, Stephen Goldston, Larissa Freeman. Oof, I thought it'd be benefiting to donate the very frequency of our indigenous tribe, $432 from the sister. You keep counting every time you see the family repeatedly supporting. You know what I mean? What else, man? Ronald Price, man, this is love. Larry Lampton, I just want to say thank you for putting this together, this great platform for people to come to and get information. I love it. Man, our family is amazing. Drop Nation's amazing. So far, we raised $4,760 out of our $10,000 goal. So far, $2,800, $2,800 has already gone towards the support, the emergency support of our family. So that leaves us with nearly $2,000 that we're holding for our emergency pot, for our family that's, you know what I'm saying, you might be in transition, and it might be going down, whatever the case is. You check in with us. It's pure water. You know what I mean? You're in your trial. You're in your transition. All right, but it got to be pure water. Got to be hijack free. All right, travel, food, essential survival requirements. That's what it's all about. All right, and we know we're doing this. We know we're on the World Wide Web. We know we're in Hijackville. So come clear. You come to us, you come clear. The frequency is clear. All right, you want to be hijack free, then be clear. And that's how we rock, man. So you've been supporting us. All right, anytime you want to drop it on 432 to Drop Radio, you know what I'm saying, you just say, hey, Drop, I appreciate what's going on, man. I appreciate the time, whatever the case is. This is our infrastructure. We want to do this, you know what I'm saying, be a radio, a platform, a signal for you. Again, when the technology, you know what I'm saying, when everything goes down, we're going to need a radio signal. When everything goes down, we're going to need an emergency radio signal. So that's all the stuff that's being set up behind the scenes, and that's all the stuff that we need an infrastructure for, to support, you know what I'm saying, an emergency situation, something that we can come to you daily and all that. So when you support us here, that's the vision you're supporting. I mean, our website alone, you know, because we're on a dedicated server, it costs over, you know, roughly about $160 a month, honestly. You know, it's crazy, but, you know, I wanted a dedicated server because I wanted to always be able to come through here live and be able to put our radio through here live and not, you know, have any other jam ups. And of course, my next step is having my own server. You know what I mean? But right now, you know, we got a dedicated server. It costs us $160 a month. You know, I know it's a lot. So every month, that's what we're coming out of our pockets to do. So every time you support us right here, you know, we can at least keep the lights on. We can at least keep the website up. We can at least keep, you know what I'm saying, everything else that, you know what I'm saying, we need, our radio, our software, everything that we're doing for the radio, everything we're doing to bring to you in real time, all the things we're building. So this is your support for us, and this is how we do as a tribe. We want to keep doing it for you, you know what I'm saying, and the only way we can do it is with you, you know what I mean. So with your support is how it happens. And if you support the vision, then that's something huge. If you support J. Stu's vision, support the tribal emergency, support the Cedars of Lebanon, support 432 to Drop Radio, and you know, that aha right there is exactly the action that it takes. You know what I'm saying? That's the action that, and if you just, you know what I'm saying, are coming around getting that drop and you're dropping that drop, that's support. So it's not just about commerce, man. Your comments are commerce, man. Let me get to a couple of these because I wanted to get to. Let's get back to our pure water a little bit, man. Since you've been supporting Drop Nation, since you in the zone, since we in our library, that's what we about to come to, man. There we go. Yeah, man, you come here to the top, man. You get that book drop, get that drop poetry, dodge the hijacks. I mean, I guess we'll be remiss if we don't at least kick it. If we don't at least kick it. If you didn't come here to put your feet up a little bit on the good Shabbat, get some Thai battle poetry on a great Shabbat, dodging the hijacks. I mean, a sister wrote a poem about dodging hijacks. Do y'all want to hear it? We are a community, staying hijack free. Thai battle, let go. Dodge the hijacks like you dodged the balls. Treat annoying frequencies like unwanted calls. Don't surf a wave that doesn't keep it wavy. Stay suited up and tuned up daily. Kick the static like a crazy bad habit. If it doesn't look right, don't reach out and grab it. If it's got you spinning, don't gravitate to it. If it causes concern, meditate through it. Fight the things that's unnaturally enticing. If it's attacking you, get to slicing and dicing. Wow. Protect your energy like it's your life force. Get that drop out of water to keep you on course. Reject the nonsense and try to stay grounded. Remember, your enemies have got you surrounded. So tribe up and vibe up and get connected. If it's not natural by law, simply reject it. Ahab to the bro. Get with your people that always had your back. Stay up, choose up, and dodge the hijacks. Dodge the hijacks. A Kati tie battle. Man, can we give it some love? Yeah. Give it some drop power, man. We just dodged the hijacks with tie battle. We just talking about drop poetry and dodging hijacks. I mean, can you dodge them with me? I can dodge them with you. We just talking about the moving water. We just talking about the flow. Yeah, man. Don't be a jam up Joe. We just talking about the moving water. We just talking about the flow, man. Love to drop poetry. Love to dodge the hijacks. Love to Akati tie battle. Because all that combined, you know what I'm saying, is that real spill, man. And the sister is so thorough, you know what I'm saying, because it flows through her and she always wants to campaign and maintain the frequency. You know, the battle family are guardians on the wall, man, keeping us hijack free. Believe that. Believe that. Man. There we go. All right, man, let's go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get to it? There we go. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into some Jerusalem, man, on our dismount. Trees of righteousness, Cedars 11:9. Again, support the Cedars 11:9. Remember, that means whiteness. It means purity. We're just talking about a place of purity. We're all talking the same talk. I want to give some love to Irvin Reed right quick, man. I'm in the comments, man. Hold up. Let's get some pure water. There we go. Priestley's, bro. Priestley got it. Priestley got that HaWaTah. All right, man. Love to Irvin Reed, man. He said he's talking about that. Part 2 of this drop. If you turn the first column on the left on its side, I think everyone would better recognize it as the image of a double split experiment. It's just asking. So yeah, you know what I'm saying, when we see these images, we're gonna get back into that Wayne Steiger, man. He got another drop on the same thing. So I said, man, let's just do a part 4 finale. I think, you know, we'll just keep it rocking, man. It's such a great thing that we can ask that question about the creations, because that's really the gap in a lot of our story. Love to La Israel. Has anyone read the Hymn of the Pearl, or also called the Hymn of the Robe of Glory? Also the Hymn of Judas Thomas. This made me think of this hymn. Please look it up and read it. Time and dates match up with this knowledge. Great drop, family. Wow, you know, so dig on it. The Hymn of the Robe of Glory. We'll be digging on it, my sister. Thank you for the drop. Verna F. Carroll says, I was really interested in the paleo study. So he's in that paleo drop. Remember, we learning right up in your face bone, man. Right up in your face bone with the paleo. Keep digging on it. So love to you, man. Verna, man. Yeah, you know, we dropped a couple of, you know, PDFs, you know, just on the left bet, you know, but we're still digging on it, man. So we got a long way to go. Love to my sister Mary Levine. She said, shit, man, I got to find me a copper vessel. I know in Alabama where I can get, where I am from, I can go to an old school cat to get it. All right. So she's digging on the copper vessels, man. Love to the brother again, man. A link in the left, man, for dropping the copper drop on us, man. I'm glad we got a chance to get to it. And you drink water out of copper vessels, man. That gives you your copper like that. Let it sit overnight. Drink water out of copper. Cook out of copper. Oh boy. Truth Lover Vintage. Shout out to Truth Lover Vintage, man. She said, I'm wild, much a high. She said, he knew our sisters held the key. Yeah, our sisters do hold the key. I mean, you're talking about a vortex. You're talking about being image of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about wisdom. We're talking about our sisters here, man. So yeah, man, when we're all in tune, it's on and popping. And yes, you do hold the key, my sisters. You hold a powerful key. A powerful key, man. Let's get one more, man. Love again to my sister Kara Jade. She says, HaWaTah, loving it all. And that's just as pure water as it get, man. Love to my sister Jacqueline Anthony. This is a personal pet project I've been working on before I connected to you. My indigenous history family and myself are all from Georgia, 1880s map of Georgia. My grandparents were born 1874 in Georgia. There is Jerusalem, Burnt Mountain, Talking Rock, Lebanon, Macedonia, Ophir, Israel, in Cherokee land. This is what I was doing when I connected with the family. Wow, she said, P.S. I am a grandmother. I was raised by my grandmother. I've known my great-grandmother and met my great-great-grandmother. She passed when I was 1 year old. In addition, our family's name, Crawford, is all over Georgia as Crawford County or Crawfield or Crawfordville. And she said, great frequency. So we got, man, our sisters, you know, in all walks, in all parts of your journey. We got our brothers in all parts of our journey. And I think we're seeing the same pure flow. I think we're listening to the same sound. And it's pure water, baby. It's pure water, man. We're getting the babies out the bathwater. Man, so I just wanted to give some greater hype to everyone supporting us in all the beautiful ways you're doing. You've literally, you know what I'm saying, kept us flowing, man. You've given us an emergency pot. You know, again, we have almost $2,000 now to be able to support our families. You know what I'm saying, in this situation right here, you know what I mean, where, you know, things are getting real. Things are getting real, you know, and all praise our Creator that we have a place. You know what I'm saying? We have a place to get cozy, and we know we're protected. You know what I'm saying? We know we're in the right place at the right time, and you can get with it or get left on. All praise HaWaTah. Thank you, everybody who's, you know, vibing with the site, man. Love to all the fam on PayPal. Again, man, dropping it right on the drop. And, you know, just have to give you, some more love, man. You know what I mean? We got a Mirror, Home Care, Incorporated, Frederick, Bergman, Earth Chakra Now. Just copped him some drop, man. Love to you, bro. Tide Battle, of course. You know what I'm saying? Always there. Kathleen Harley. Man, the family of Ashley Bell. AshleyBellD.com. That's the business. Jose Hipkins, LaShawna Hunter, Antoine Daniels, man. Of course, my man Keith Sarton, all day. Ham's Fine Food, Chris Ham, Shawnette Francis, you know, the list goes on. So every support you're doing is felt. Everything is pure water. And I just want to take that time to make sure I took that time to give you that aha. Because, you know, we can keep going and reading books all day, but I want you to know that the reason why we're able to keep going is because of you. So from my family to yours, from Drop Nation, from the tribe to you, and all the various ways that you're supporting us. HaWaTah. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. With that, I think we're ready to jump back into it, man. You ready? We will be doing our Jerusalem. We'll be doing our Jerusalem dismount, man. So where we at, man? Oh. I guess we right here. Let's go. So we gonna get it. We know it's gonna be a lot of hijack. We know he's a Christian. We know it's gonna be a lot of things, but he's trying. He's actually trying. Now, he's gonna say a lot of things that he's gonna include himself in, and we already know the drop. So, you know, surf the wave, release the fear, connect to energy. Alright, don't be dismayed if you hear something real crazy. It's just the way it is. You gotta dodge the hijacks. That's what dodge the hijacks mean. You think they're gonna give you nothing but drop? Come on, man. All they're gonna do is put the drop in it. They're gonna thread the needle. You gotta surf the wave and thread that needle. You gotta Get the babies out the bathwater. Connect to you as it connects to you now. Something else might connect to you a month from now. That's how it works. You go back to this. Go back to drops, from 4 months ago. I guarantee you'll get more. You'll get more. All right. So, again, much appreciation to Wayne Steiger for putting this together, for putting this on the Sefer Yetzirah. And, get those drops 1 through 3. This might be the finale. Drop Nation, Shabbat Shalom. We vibing up. We driving up. Go.
Well, that would make sense to me now.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it from the top. I already been surfing the world.
To the Sefer Yetzirah.
Oh.
And I have to tell you, folks, this
Party
is
time.
just a fascinating read. And no matter what your point of view is, whether that would be a religious point of view, whether it's just seeking knowledge, getting another culture's point of view, and seeing how our forefathers, and don't necessarily have to be a Hebrew, for all of us have roots somewhere.
Hold up, man. Make sure we flow. We're going to have to keep, it's going to be so much hijack. We're going to have to keep the pure water flowing. All right. The pure water got to keep flowing through this. So, right away, you don't have to be Hebrew. We're going to learn everything he's going to learn about, everything he's talking about is about you, copper color race found here. You already got all that drop. We're talking about copper vessels, right? So, of course, for his own cognitive dissonance, he's going to include himself. We're a part of this too. But then he's going to tell you this is only for Israel. This is only for this tribe, these people. But we're a part of it too. Nah, you're just deciphering us. You're just studying us. You're just trying to get some more. But let's get the job.
And no matter what your point of view is, whether that would be a religious point of view, whether it's just seeking knowledge, getting another culture's point of view, and seeing how our forefathers, and don't necessarily have to be a Hebrew, for all of us have roots somewhere.
That's a hijack.
And it certainly appears that no matter how far you want to push back and see what those ancient cultures were like, they all have mysticism in them. All of them. And Judaism is no exception. It's quite fascinating to me as well. As I began to expand my understanding of this race of people,
This race of people, would you be talking about the copper color races found here by the European, the definition of Ame'rican in the 1828 Noah Webster Dictionary, wrote up on by the Papal Bulletin, Diversas 1452, put in perpetual servitude, got their kingdoms jacked, the principalities jacked, immovable and immovable goods? Those people you trying to understand? Let go.
how it's helping me to identify a creator on a much, much, much deeper level.
I need you to get this. He's saying that by studying you, he's getting to know the Creator on a deeper level. Hear it again.
And to expand my understanding of this race of people, how it's helping me to identify a creator on a much, much, much deeper level.
Any questions? Let's go.
And it certainly gives me a hunger to look more into this, because the way I see it is that the more descriptive you can learn about creation, about who you individually are, why the path of life, why the difficulties in the path of life, why the deceptions in the path of life. And the only way you're going to get that, as you're going to find out, is that you have to be willing and able to learn all sides, both good and evil. Yes. I didn't say it. They did. Or God did.
Dodge the hijacks. What does it mean to learn from good and evil? If evil means twisted, and if you come from a frequency that is good, so everything you're learning in this particular dimension or assimilation and all the twistedness that's a part of your flesh suit, your flesh, your 3D suit that's encoded with certain types of chaos, called twisted, called evil. What do you learn from this? What do you learn from this twisted experience? You have to learn from good and evil. The evil, the twisted, the experience. You must learn from experience. You have to know yourself. When you know yourself, you know your chaos. The chaos that is within you or within your flesh suit or within your 3D, you better know it and you better learn from it. You better learn how it affects you. You better learn what it is so you know how to dodge it. Then you can master yourself, because you've mastered dodging the hijack. You've mastered ego.
So, as you can see, this is the book we're using. And I have to say with Ariel Kaplan is that this is just, for me, it's fascinating. It's just been, and I hope it is for you, because what I have done here is that I'm going to condense it down, so those of you who don't have the book, and frankly maybe those that do and just don't seem to have the time, what I'm going to do is condense it down into small bites and then use graphics to help us all learn.
Wow.
So let's read. With 32 wondrous ways of wisdom, Yah, the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, the living God, El Shaddai, omnipotent God, extolled, dweller up above, whose habitation is eternity. His high name and wholly engraved his name, covenant, drilled, created his universe in 32 mysterious paths of wisdom through 3 Sephiroms. The first, the Sefer, the book, which equates to writing, letters. Sefer, counting, which equates to number. And then the Sephor, telling, speech, the sounds.
The sound, the word. And remember, we gave you the links. Click on them below. Let's see if we can. Yeah, HaWaTah. Sefer. Let's see if we got it bookmarked here. Alright, so he's going to get into chapter 1. by means of 32 wonderful paths of wisdom of hosts, Elohim of Israel, living Elohim, eternal King, El Shaddai, merciful and gracious, high and uplifted, who inhabits eternity, exalted and holy is his name, engraved, and he creates his universe by 3 signs, by border and letter and number. You know, then it gets into the Sefer, what he's getting into. He's going to talk about the 3 mothers and whatnot. I mean, you know, we're just talking consciousness. We're just talking breaking through it. Let go, let go.
So we're using right now, just going through this in very small bites. Because each one of these verses have meaning within themselves. Now, this is the Sefer that I'm actually reading here, and it says, with 32 mystical paths of wisdom. Engraved, Yah, the Lord of hosts, God of Israel, the living God, King of the universe, El Shaddai, merciful, gracious, high and exalted, dwelling in eternity, whose name is holy. He is lofty and holy, and he created the universe with 3 books. Again, the Sefer, with the text, the Sefer, with numbers, the Sefer, and with communications, the Sefer. When we read in modern day vernacular, and how the brain works at this, when you're reading, let's say, a sentence, a paragraph, you will condense it. That's how you do with speed reading. And you then condense it down to the smallest amount of information that still gets the point across. So, we have to understand, particularly if you're westernized, which also means you typically are going to be most likely Christian.
You're most likely going to be invaded, but you know.
But even if you're not, whether you're Muslim, Hindu, each has its own interpretation of symbols representing life. And in this case, this is the tree of life. Now, we're going to get more into this, but for right now, everything that we just read is connected to this. You see the crown, the kether, then you see the wisdom, the understanding, the mercy, the severity, the beauty, the victory, the splendor, the foundation, the kingdom.
And the kingdom here is called Malkuth. Malkuth. Which is funny, man, because when people say, oh, man, you got class, you got Kuth. I always keep hearing Kuth. Oh, you got no Kuth, you got no class, you got no kingdom. You got no Kuth, you got no class, you got no kingdom. The Malkuth kingdom. We're talking about the crown, we're talking about wisdom. Wisdom and understanding, connecting to the crown, the kether, the ether, let go.
Let's take the first part. There are 32 paths manifesting as 10 digits, 22 letters, Hebrew alphabet, and 10 digits as the 10 sephirots. And sephirots simply mean the 10 attributes or emanations of the infinite. Now you notice I didn't say God. You're going to find out why. So, again, this is the tree of life. Now, we, again, and I speak from my point of view as a Christian.
Okay.
I only had a perception of the tree of life by the depictions that we all see. that it was a physical tree. Now, no one, whatever the fruit was really irrelevant. It appears to be more and more a metaphor as opposed to an actual event. But nevertheless, it has to be understood that, as you can see, this is a form of yoga and meditation. And here it's called the tree of perfection. And there's good reason for that. We call this occultism, Kabbalism. But what appears to me is that, and I'll just lay it out there, whether it's from a Christian perspective, a Hindu perspective, well, maybe not the Hindu so much, Muslim, Judaism. Well, Judaism, of course, they're not too fond of this, but it's a part of their heritage, that they're all connected. And we don't even have the first idea of even grasping that this is about levels of consciousness.
So coming from the highest level of consciousness, you see, they learned everything from you. We get spooked out by saying, oh my gosh, what's that? He's sitting cross-legged. Oh my God. He must be hijacking. He's sitting cross-legged. You know what I mean? When you're talking tree of life, the tree of perfection, you're talking balancing, energy and shit you don't know growing up in the hood, and everything looks, real suspect, especially when you're trying to be hijack free to the best of your ability. Now, I can't subscribe to, every, obviously they hijacked our shit. Our issue, or our journey, should I say, is the recovery, as we look back through things through our lens, now that we're solid, now that we got foundation in HaWaTah. And look, they're going to keep, doing the full tetragrammaton that has been practiced in HaWaTah, practiced and preached and put in documents. And if you're learning from them, if they're writing it out, remember, they don't speak your frequency. They're afraid of your power. Even he's going to admit that. There's no way hijacks are writing out anything that's truly pure water to the Creator. They can only filter it so that, it can be a filtered expression, because they can't connect to your power. Wow. They're afraid of it. Oh, wow. Even when they say the, Yod-He, Wav-He, equals 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. See, something about their 8s. 440. 4 plus 4 is 8. They keep putting you in the crazy 8s. The crazy 8s. Even if you deduct that, chop the Y off, you in 25, at least you 2 plus 5 is 7. You in the 7s, not in the 8s. It's a difference, man. It's a difference, man. So let's go, man. We're just talking the balance. We're talking the tree of life. Yeah, you could look at it as a physical tree of life in the center of the earth plane and all that. But don't miss what's in your own backyard. Don't miss the tree of perfection.
Ooh, that's the spooky stuff. No, it's knowledge.
Let's go.
The letters and digits are the basis for the most basic ingredients of creation. Creation, quality, quantity. It is the most simplest in concepts, the most complex of apprehending.
Letters and digits, we're talking Hebrew letters, we're talking energy, we're talking frequency, digits, numbers, frequency, numbers, all the same, sound, vibration, most basic ingredients of creation, quality, quantity.
It's amazing how something so simple can be so incredibly complex. multidimensional in its scope, and exceeding the most brilliant that have achieved levels of consciousness while still in the temporal plane.
The Negro.
So let's look at this so we all can now have a visual. And I'm going to work with you here. So, here is above. North, east. First, fire, evil. Water, good. Last, south, victory. West, glory. Below.
What does it mean? This is above. Remember the ether. North, east. Remember it was before it was separated into wisdom and understanding. Then you got the first, fire, water, good, evil. West, glory. South, glory. But come on, man.
And this is the Creator. If you had to do a diagram and condense the Creator down into its simplest elements, this would be it. But much as we have found, as the Human Genome Project proved out, that when you think you've broken the code, all you've done is open the door to an infinite amount of new doors, all containing infinite amount of information. And that's what this is about. So, 32 paths correlate to the Torah, Genesis 1. 32 times God's name appears. Now, for the most part, if any person who has been brought up in the church or other religion, each has its own particular interpretation of God and God's name, and specifically where the creation story comes in. And as in the Bible, God is an ambiguous name. It's never defined. It's never described. It just simply is God. And therein lies the problem. Because each independent, sentient, conscious being will in fact interpret that to fit their own inner reality, their image.
Tricknology. Remember that tricknology, man. What do you think the author's doing? He creates something that fits everybody so that everyone can be in a belief cycle. Once they have your belief, they have your energy. You're now dancing their dance. Now, what were you before they invaded your belief? What was the concrete? You knew you had a great spirit, a creator. You could look at your trees that reach to the heavens and see that. And be like, wow, whoever created these crystal trees is surely great. You didn't need a book. You just had to use observation, repeatable and observable science. And he's going to get into who they're calling God's name. And I respect this cat, Wayne Steiger, for at least surfing the wave on this. You know, he'll get into, of course, the Tetragrammaton, and we've been there, done that, you know what I'm saying? But let's just surf through it. Let's go.
That's what makes a religion so difficult to follow. You can follow in broad strokes generalities. It's when you start doing the drill down that you start finding that there's not an agreement. That is why today, with Christianity, there's over 30,000 worldwide denominations. And it will continue to schism. So, let me bust the first myth right here. The name that you think you know, the name that you will defend, the name that you are absolutely convinced is the right name, is not the name at all. This, as you allow this image, and let me tell you, these images are magical. You will have a psychic impression. Now, whether or not you pick it up and process it is irrelevant. Listen, each of us walk through our day in our own realities, completely oblivious to the other realities around us. So this is not a stretch. Now you look at this, because what you are in fact looking is the same tree of life, just arranged in a little different geometrical shape. Shapes are images. Images are language.
And they hijack your images and they hijack your language. And just because you see a six-pointed star, please don't think these people invented what they're calling a six-pointed star. Because in another dimension, it is not a six-pointed star. Wow. It is not what it looks like when you draw it on a paper. It's not two-dimensional. When you look at a crystal while it's crystallizing, when we saw the drop with Shimamoto or Dr. Himoto doing the experiment with the water and looking at it through a microscope and seeing it crystallize. A six-pointed star is what the crystal was looking like as it was forming. So if this is a part of natural nature, formation, remember this is the book of formation. They can hijack your crystals, fool. They've been hijacking your crystal trees for a long time, so they're also hijacking your formations. It doesn't mean you start rocking them and putting them on and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? It just means that you have a comprehension that it's deeper. It's a 3D, it's a 4D thing, it's a 5D thing, it's a deeper thing. Don't get spooked out. But just know that they also put their hijack on it, you know, on these images and whatnot, and they affect our subliminal, our conscious, all, you know, our TV, our movies, all the stuff we're watching. We get symbols all day long, man. But the more conscious you are, the less they affect you. You know, they only affect you truly when you're fully asleep. Once you start raising your vibration, their symbols don't work on you the same. So I'm not afraid of those symbols. Don't you be afraid of those symbols. Because their magic is not stronger than your magic. Once you're connected, once we got our grid popping, that's what we're doing by surfing the wave, the ripple, the wave. We got our own grid now. We don't need their internet. We got our own grid now. We don't need their grid. We get back to our natural grid. I'm talking crystal trees with a natural crystal grid. You didn't need pyramids when you had crystal trees. Now they call them mountains. And mesas, cut off trees. Yeah, man, that avatar shit is true and real, man. And they cut down your trees to cut you down. Don't be afraid, Negro. Fear got nothing to do with you because you're immortal. Let go.
None of the names of God refer to the Creator.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Let that soak in a minute.
Come on.
None of the names of God refer to the Creator. The Creator is only referred as Ein Sof, infinite.
By who? This is when these hijacks go crazy. But listen up. The Creator is only referred to as Ein Sof, infinite being. To who? Because he's going to tell you later that Israel got their own thing, their own energy, their own connection. And then tell you here, to all Gentiles and all nations, the Creator is only referred to as Ein Sof. So when they learn our shit, when they're trying to learn who the Negro is and who our Creator is, you know, they like to use definitive things sometimes. They don't mean to. It's just hijack shit, just hijack frequencies. We dodge it. But yes, Ein Sof is a way of referring to the infinite being, the all framer, the all shaper. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he's gonna get it a little, you know, just surf the wave. Because then he's gonna talk about God and the separation between God and the infinite being, and that's when we know it's very easy and clear when we refer to our framer and shaper. We'll let go.
Being. So this alone dispels all the arguments of what we think we know to be the name. No one knows. I doubt if we could even, I don't think the level of consciousness that humanity is at, I agree with what I'm reading. We can't handle it. I mean, if I was able to even pronounce the name, you know what would happen?
It'll explode.
Both of us, all of us, would just go.
I can't make this shit up. So, I need you to soak this in, so-called Negro. This is what they're saying about you and your Creator. They got nothing to do with either one. We're talking about the creations. Now, they're stumbling on your story, trying to figure out your relationship between your mother and father. After they rain down on you fury and horrible treachery, they want to study you. They want to study you in their, you know what I'm saying, laboratories and see what is this connection that we've been reading about, theorizing about, hypothesizing about. Maybe they only call their Creator Ein Sof. Maybe all the indigenous people just say that. Maybe you're coming from the outside looking in, and you ain't talked to ne'er one of these Hebrew Ame'ricans. HaWaTah. Well, we still got our moving water, man. Are we still moving water in the library, man? Where we at? Oh yeah, we got the book drop going. Alright, we still got our moving water. HaWaTah. We're just talking about the name. We can't mention the name without mentioning H1961. And we can't mention H1961 without mentioning the family. Lex Will. For putting this on this H1961. We gotta pull together all the connectivity right now. These are the days, these are the days. So when you digging on the, Genesis 1 and 3 and HaWaTah, who they say God said, let there be H1961 light, and there was light. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, which is talking trees, and in the which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be HaWaTah for meat. Every time we're talking God and H1961, 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 you just keep seeing it keep popping up. And you get to the very popular Exodus 3:14, and God said unto Moses, I am H1961. And you're speaking English and you say, I am. So the Creator's name is I am. I am that I am. Now some folk want to pronounce the whole thing and say, oh, the Creator's name is I am that I am. We got to stop being silly. We have to stop being silly and start flowing. And this is much a hype to all our family, but it's silliness. The things that we hold each other to and say, oh, you're not saying the Creator's name right. You're not saying I am that I am. You're only saying I am. And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am hath sent me unto you. Even if you're looking at it literally, he didn't say I am that I am has sent me. He said, thus should you say unto the children, I am has sent me unto you. We're just talking a frequency. We have to stop being silly. I am. What is I am? It is to exist. What is existent? It's H1961. And HaWaTah said unto Moses, I am. That is what I am. You have to change up, the cadence. You gotta surf the wave. You've been taught a certain cadence. They teach you in cadences, so it sounds a certain way. And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. You gotta slow down. And HaWaTah said unto Moshe, I am that I am. That is what I am. I exist. That is what I am. Existence. I am. That is what I am. I am that I am. I am has sent me unto you. I am. What do you say to somebody who's doubting you? I am. I exist. What do you say to somebody who's looking over you, who's not even recognizing you? You say, look at me. I am. I exist. What is the Creator telling us? I exist in the frequency. Forget the language. Forget the words. Just feel the existence. Feel the existence. That's the frequency, not the words, not what you're looking at through your eyes. Wake up, Israel, and feel the existence. That's the name of the Creator, the feeling, not the words. The feeling is the name. The feeling is the seal. The vibration is the law. When you feel, you have order. You know. I know I got family. We got family that calls the Creator Yah, Yahuwah, Hey Yah, you know, HaWaTah. I love you all because I know from the depths of all our hearts, we truly care about our Creator, man. And we all been put to sleep, and we all got to stop being silly. We all got to stop being silly. Everybody, including me, we all got to stop being silly and just say, you know, I care about the Creator, don't you? I mean, can we take it back to that like it's 1999? I care about HaWaTah. I care about existence. So if you want to surf the wave with us, you want to comprehend the wave we're on and why when we say HaWaTah, where we come from, and why this man, you know what I'm saying, is tripping on the name, the importance. The name is the feeling. The Creator said, you know what I'm saying, the name will be restored within us. It's a feeling, it's a vibration. We'll be brought back to life. I am has sent me unto you, H1961. You click H1961. And then they give you the Hey Yah, right? The Hey Yah. And that's what we first started surfing with. And again, left the legs will for that because that really connected things for us. We said a primitive root. And we said, well, dang, we talking primitive Hebrew root words, verbs. And I am, look at what's in I am. To be, become, come to pass, to exist, to happen, to fall out. Didn't the Creator fall out with his seed? Didn't we fall out with our parents? To happen. All that is coming through what they're listing here is Hey Yah, right? Verb. It's an action. Everything about the Creator is action. That's why we don't call him God. Because that GD can mean anything. And we know they flip it, so God is dog, and we don't worship dogs, and we're not bred with dogs, and we're natural by law, and we know the truth, man. Love to natural by law. We know what the dog shit is. We know what syphilis is. We know what Columbus, St. Christopher is. So their God is dog. And so when our brothers today say, oh, the black woman is God, they're literally saying the black woman is a dog. I mean, if the black woman was God, then call her God in another language. Call her God in an original frequency. Please don't call our sisters God, speaking English, cursed, spelling, spells, calling our sisters dogs. Because you don't own that GD, fool. You calling our sisters something you don't even own. You don't own the word God. That's not you. What's God in your language? Whatever tribe you from. What's God in your language? Then call our sisters that. Stop calling her a dog. I mean, we're conscious, right? We know we're speaking English. To be, become, come to pass, exist. To happen, fall out, occur, take place, come about, come to pass. To come about, come to pass, to come into being, become, to arise, appear, come, to become like, to be instituted, to be established. Wait, all that's coming out of one primitive root? One verb? What they're calling Hey Yah? And then we surf the wave. You know? And we like to get it like it's the first time, and we like to take our time. Where's my etymology? Oh, looks like they take down our etymology, man. HaWaTah. Okay. Etymology. Alright, so you're going to get a lot of your yahs. Make sure y'all can see that, alright. Yeah. Right. Alright, etymology, you got the YAH, they call it an exclamation of defiance or dismissal from 1812. Now, okay, you know, they could be hijacking it, you know what I'm saying? They could be, you know, whatever they're, you know, twisting and shouting, whatever the case is. We know that YAH backwards is HAY. So then it gets us more into the hey, which is more into what we just came from with the hey, yeah. Remember the Yahweh, you know, because they say all this, right? The Yahweh. They're saying this is really, you know, getting steam in 1869. Based on the Tetragrammaton, this is Wayne Steiger's kicking, YHWH, based on the assumption of the Tetragrammaton is the imperfective of the Hebrew HaWaTah, the earlier form of Heya. So when they're giving us the Heya, there we go. So when they're giving us the Heya, right? Every time they're referencing, you know what I'm saying, to be, every time they're referencing existence, every time it's coming up in Genesis and Exodus and they're giving us the Heya. And we go on our etymology and we realize that HaWaTah is the earlier form of Heya. And then we start digging on the HaWaTah, really start to comprehend. We even see HaWaTah when we look up Eve, right? Because Eve is life. When you're talking HaWaTah, you're talking life. HaWaTah, life. Kwa. They call Eve Kwa. Even then, Eve. From Hebrew, Semitic, HaWaTah, literally a living being. So because Eve was created from the rib, right? They say the rib, right, of Adam, she is the living essence, the living being from the base, HaWaTah. Now we're just talking etymology. We didn't have to go too far, but we're just kind of doing some minor digging. And love to all the family that's dug on this for us to be able to really come to it. Now from the base HaWaTah, he lived. So HaWaTah, Eve, is not strictly feminine because it's from the base HaWaTah, meaning he lived. So you have a balance. You know, you're talking a feminine and a masculine energy. We're talking framer, we're talking shaper. Eve, the verbal root, heya, to live. We're just talking living because she lived, because she's representing life to Adam. She is HaWaTah or Kwa. He lived. And we got this great doc a while back, HaWaTah, the creator. A highly prominent name is that of HaWaTah. It was the most ancient name for the creator and is identified from a Hebrew verb meaning to form or to mold. As time flowed on, the world fell apart. Different people developed different names for the Father God, for the creator God of the gods, and for other superhuman personalities. The myth shows common patterns, but the stories and relationships among the gods vary from place to place. The tribes remembered the same general arrangement, but estrangement led to different details. Oral deterioration and later literary embellishments eroded a solid core of social memory. The myth stories show these common patterns, but with divergent embellishments. Through this study, it is now possible to isolate the old names and show evidence which was preserved beyond the disintegrating process of social memory and distortions of ancient scribes and their literary accounts. We can now determine the original forms. All right, so then they go into the aloha and eloha and all the, Hawaii. You know how they say aloha, eloha, alahua, Hawa. They got Loa, Utah. You know what I'm saying? You look at all these names here, where Hawa is in them. The HUA is Hawa. Yeah, Peru, Bolivia, all Hawa is in all these names. In China, in Peru, in Mexico, Hawa, Hikaki. So you see the name of the Creator hitting all over the place, right before your eyes. Even the OUA is the Owa. There are also many OA, OUA, or UA names. Now let's check it, because we're going to get right back in it. But when he mentions the name, we have to remind ourselves and keep digging on it. This form is also pronounced with the A suffix. There are Walawa, Hawa, El Hawa Mountains, Lake, River, and place in Oregon. This place is seen as a doublet: Walla Walla, Washington, and Walla Walla, New South Wales, Hawa, El Hawa. On the American continent, HaWaTah was the Iroquois name for the Great Spirit. So the Iroquois called the Great Spirit HaWaTah. I mean, we're not, doing nothing but digging on it a little bit to get to the indigenous truth. So we're not just saying, oh, this is out the Bible. Strong's Concordance, H1961, Hawa. We're not even just digging on the etymology. We're digging on the indigenous drop. On the American continent, HaWaTah was the Iroquois name for the Great Spirit. Hawaii was the Cherokee name for the Great Sacred Eagle. Hawaii is also the name for the native tribe of Algeria, North Africa. According to the story told to the white explorer, HaWaTah was the name of an outstanding Mohawk chief who lived a few centuries before their arrival. HaWaTah. Remember we digged on HaWaTah? So when we got the HaWaTah out the OSB, we weren't tripping. Man, I can't make this up, y'all. I can't make this up, y'all. Is this the one that we got? Right here. Can you see me? Can you see me? I know we just surfing the wave, man. We ain't no rush. So what? Maybe this won't be the finale. Maybe there will be a part 5. That's all that means. HaWaTah. We're talking about Abraham, a North American contemporaneous with Poe, Abraham or Abraham, and Brahma, all contemporaries. So which one is the real one? Because I know we're talking phantoms and duplicates. He was taller than any other man with a bright, shining face of copper. HaWaTah. He established among the North Americans of his time the worship of the Great Spirit, who remember they called HaWaTah. Man, we just surfing away. And his doctrines are still held by most of the tribes of North American Indians who refuse to accept any other God or Savior. HaWaTah. HaWaTah. Established the United States of America, but called it by the name Algonquin or Algonquin. Algonquin. The motto of his independent nations, united in one, united. He was talking about his tribes, not them. Was that which was adopted in the formation of the present United States of America by the whites. By the whites. We're talking about HaWaTah. You thought that was water you're drinking? You ain't drinking water, you're drinking HaWaTah, who has a bright, shiny face of copper. Copper colored races. We're talking H1961. This is I am. So why say God when you do a little recon into the Strong's Concordance and know you're talking about Heya? And then you can go further if you like and comprehend that we're just talking Hawa, literally a living being. Hawa, he lived. Hawa, earlier form of Heya. Hawa Neyu is what the Iroquois name for the Great Spirit was. Awahili was the Cherokee name for the Great Sacred Eagle. According to the story told, HaWaTah. Come on, come with me. According to the story told to earlier white explorers, HaWaTah was the name of an outstanding Mohawk chief who lived a few centuries before their arrival. However, he was also known as the Great Lawgiver, and his name is shown as HaWaTah, suggesting that perhaps the Indian memory confused the tribal hero with the earlier god. HaWaTah was the name of the Choctaw name, meaning bending hill, the place of emergence. But this name was also used for their creator. In these examples, we see the simple Hawa form. If we consider El Hawa, we can find other parallels. Did Aloha, the Hebrew name for God, derive from El Hawa? Man. Check it over here a little bit. Take our time. The HOA name is pronounced Hawa. Others are variant spelling. HUA is Hawa. The river in Nicaragua is literally Hawa. Cuba is also Hawa. The HUE is pronounced Hawa. Alright? Wah. A baby comes out the womb and says, wah. It's the first thing the baby says is wah. Wah, Pakistan. Wah, India. Wah, Hawaiian Islands. Hawa, alright? So, you know what I'm saying? This is where we dig on. We dig on it from multiple, octaves, you know what I'm saying? We go to the Strong's Concordance, we can go, you know what I'm saying, into our indigenous drop, you know what I mean? We can get it from the Paleo and the Picto and the 5th and 6th letter of the Paleo and Picto. The Hey is the Ha, then it's the Wa. That's your framer and shaper. We can get it from the Papal Vo, framer and shaper. The word Hawa means to form, to mold. The imperative is the masculine singular, literally is form, mold. Hawa is the great molder, the one who fashions and forms. He is the creator. Man, we're just talking Hawa. And I'll leave this link, man, because you can get into it. And just, Hawa is the form found everywhere across the planet or the plane, a place named from very ancient times. It is the imperative. It means he forms, he molds, alright? Talking about El Hawa. They forgot about Hawa. Time went on and they forgot all about Hawa. HaWaTah is one of the most ancient excavated sites in Israel. El HaWaTah, God Creator, is the key to the host of linguistic forms, while El, a common Semitic word for God, is well remembered in the Bible. HaWaTah, the ancient name for the Creator, is not. So HaWaTah is not remembered. That's why this Wayne Steigert is just talking crazy, but he's trying. But we're digging deeper because we're surfing the wave. HaWaTah, the ancient name for the Creator, is not remembered. The reason is simple. When Israelites were given Yahweh during the Exodus, the new name for the Creator, so now he's saying that we were given a new name. Does it sound like a hijack? Of course, that's why we surfed the wave. You were given a name, that's the name. Most High didn't say, oh, here's a new name. Now it's Yahweh. Now it's a YA. Now they put the YA instead of the HA. You see what happened? He just gave you the drop. First it was HaWaTah, HAWA, but that's no longer remembered because we fell off. An ancient name for the Creator is not remembered. It's not. While El, a common Semitic word for God, is remembered, well remembered in the Bible, HaWaTah, the ancient name for the Creator, is not. The reason is simple. When the Israelites were given Yahweh, now it's a Yah, during the Exodus, the new name for the Creator, they learned to forget the old HaWaTah. They no longer remembered HaWaTah. Now it looks foreign to you, but you're just talking your Ha and your Wa. You're just talking HaWaTah, HaWaTah. Oh wait, I think I already got this up. I already got it up. We just talking Ha-Wa. Ha, hey, is Ah. Wa, Ah-Wa, your secure breath. Once you get that strong frequency, man, that strong power, it goes into